Here.
Got my.
Turn your phone on silent.
All right, we are live. 7 o'clock. Well, it says we're live.
Are we live?
It said, look. You're now live.
You're now live. What does that mean?
Means we're live, I guess. Keep changing this
Tips.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
New
I just
stars
got a
party.
notification. We are live.
Why are we frozen?
I don't know.
Frozen time.
We are frozen.
There we go.
Now we're 22 miles behind.
Okay. I'll find my comment section. Anybody watching this yet? Yeah, we got 7 people. There we go. Good evening,
I can't see nothing.
Rusty Livers, Rusty Hook Livers.
We're frozen again. Why do we keep freezing?
I'm not frozen. It's not frozen on this
It's
end.
frozen on the computer.
Well, I don't know what to tell you about that.
Oops.
Man, come on now.
I probably should go in the little boys' room before this started.
We're not frozen. I don't think. All right. So before we get started, let's get a sound check. Can everybody hear us okay?
Hello. Are you sharing? Who's sharing?
I haven't shared anything yet.
Nah, I'll get on it.
All right.
Benji
Ronnie
Williams.
Mueller gives us a thumbs up.
This thing says we've been live for 11 minutes.
11 minutes.
Your brother's firing off his dad jokes again.
Do you know why people don't play poker in the jungle? That might be for you.
I have no idea.
He knows that you like a good dad joke.
Now I just got.
Are you sharing, David?
I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay.
Changed everything, and now I can't do it.
What'd you change?
No, I did.
Y'all bear with us just a minute. We're having technical difficulties.
This is what happens when we take a weekend off.
Yeah.
Week off.
See what happens?
No, I mean it's called.
You gotta quit driving around so much.
Too many cheetahs.
Too
Is your brother
many,
drunk?
Probably.
It's a good possibility. Tommy Streeter is watching.
Here, I got a dad joke for you. You want to hear it? I got it.
Sure, I
It's a good
have
one.
time.
It's a good one.
All right, what you got? Look, he said, "Yep."
With all the recent snow here lately that we've got, did you hear Will Smith got lost in the snow?
No.
They did.
Okay.
They found him, though. You know how they found him?
I give up.
They just followed the Fresh Prince.
Oh my God. Womp, womp,
See, at least
womp.
you laughed at mine.
But I got a real good sense of humor, Brandon. I laugh at most anything.
I wonder if I should
Keith
share it to
Porter's
Funny
watching.
Folks Live.
Funny folks love
Funny
it. Just
folks.
keep telling dad jokes. Maybe we should start every series with a dad joke.
No.
Start with a dad joke and end with a wrestling segment.
There we go. We will just watch our followers uptick like you wouldn't believe.
Can I quit?
No,
See, why are we frozen, man?
There we
That's
go.
irritating the crap out
I
of me.
just needed to click on it to start the video.
Okay, well, that'll work. All right, well, let's get this thing
Oh,
started.
Lord. All right.
Tim Kelly. Tim, just so you know, I think David's scared.
I'm not scared.
He's bobbing and weaving, ducking and dodging. I don't know what's going on with him.
Nah. Be Lake Wiley this Thursday. We'll end this right now.
Thursday.
No, because I can't.
I can't Thursday. I got to go
You
get my.
can't Friday because you're practicing.
Yep, I got to get my daughter's car fixed Thursday.
Tom's out of town, or I do it Wednesday.
A big wrestling style promo.
All right.
God, Brandon, we could do that.
We definitely could.
Uh-oh.
I did message him and emailed him. Now,
He's-
he's even down to emailing you,
He
David.
didn't email me. He sent me a message on Facebook. I did see that, and I haven't. It's been a whirlwind, man.
All right. So before we get too far started, I'm getting ready to put in the comments
I really want to
our
comment about something.
Bassmaster Fantasy group ID. There it is.
There it is.
That is the full link. If you would rather go and search for us, you can.
Are we going to give away a prize?
We are.
We're going to give away a prize,
We're
David?
working on it. Yeah. I just
And
haven't come up with what it is yet.
our password is Rusty Hooks Live 1, all lowercase. I tried to make it very simple, but
I still liked your other one.
but they required some type of numerical character. So
So you had to put the 1 in
So I
there.
had to put a 1 in there. So there it is. Go out there and join. I think David's the only one in there right now. We will have event giveaways.
Every event.
Every event.
So you need to go on there and
slacked off. Last year we kind of fell apart. People quit playing towards the end. So
well, that sucks. You need to go on there and get signed up, get registered. The first elite event is
this week.
This week starts Thursday at the cold and chilly and rainy St. John's.
That tournament's gonna be an interesting one.
It will be.
Everything else.
Somebody will find them. They always do.
They're biting down there. It looks like.
No.
No.
You think News can go back to back?
I do not, but who am I to say?
All right, so while we're talking about tournaments, let's roll right into our national segment, and then we'll talk about all the. Last weekend was busy around here too.
It was. Well, it's that time. It's time to get tournaments rolling, and everybody's ready to go. We're tired of deer hunting, tired of being in the woods. Start catching some fish.
Some of us are tired of being in cold.
Man, I'm telling you what.
Boy.
When you go to Florida and you get up in the morning and the boat cover's frozen, there's something wrong.
Did you have any freezes in Texas too?
No, it was really wasn't that bad in Texas. The weather, it was cold, but it wasn't like freezing cold.
So that was 2 weeks ago, right? So that kicked off officially the first tournament of the year.
To be honest with you, it's all run together.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
It's been 2 weeks.
I did as much driving in 2 weeks as I have in the last 6 months, and it takes me 50 minutes to get here every day.
And you're just getting started.
Oh my God!
I
just thought it was a long way from my house to Rayburn. It's a really long way from Rayburn to freaking Kissimmee. Just so you know, it's a really long ways.
Man.
Yeah, because you got to go out and around.
Yeah, you got to go down the Alabama coast through Mobile, then down Florida, down to Pensacola. Man, it wasn't any fun. And gas in Florida, just so you guys know, everybody's mad around here that it's $3.10 or whatever it is. It's $3.50 a gallon in Kissimmee.
Wow. You don't think they knew everybody was coming?
No,
Crank it up a little bit,
man, we're not going to get started on gas prices. I'll say something I shouldn't.
Okay.
Hey, Matt Hayes, if you are going to Guntersville, I suggest disconnecting your boat from your truck before it hits the water.
What happened?
I heard it
Dude.
froze and slid in. That's what I was told.
Yeah, guy
At
slid.
Guntersville?
Yeah, it slid all the way in.
Truck and all.
Truck, boat. And
The boat was
still hooked
the
up
boat
to
was still
to the
hooked in the
trailer,
front
too.
to the truck, and the boat's like half underwater in the bow of it. The dude's leaning over trying to unstrap it. It's a bad deal.
He gone.
That's right, Chris Marshall. Let's go, Brandon.
I'm here.
I told you I wasn't starting that.
Well,
All right, so where do you want to start?
So we start off at Rayburn. So Michael Neal ran away with it.
Smashed
Final day,
him.
Smashed him.
Smashed him.
I will say this publicly.
Uh-oh.
When Michael Neal first came on the scene, nobody really was sure what he was about. But when he found his stride, he's clicking on all cylinders right now.
That dude is arguably the hottest fisherman on the planet right now.
Just
Because
telling
he
you.
changed over to a Phoenix.
Didn't he? Sure did. I was kind of surprised by that. I talked to him in the parking lot the first morning of the tournament, and we were just jibber jabbering. He said, "You still in your old boat?" I said, "No, man, I switched to a Phoenix." He said, "Well, I did too." I said, "Well, that's pretty good." And then his stupid butt won the tournament and didn't get the bonus money.
He didn't get the bonus?
No.
He forgot to
He
register.
didn't get the bonus money. He did not register for the bonus money.
Oh,
That's extra
boy.
$100,000.
No, 35 though.
35. Man,
35 G's he left on the table.
I bet he's registered now.
I guarantee it, 100%.
I would be too. So he did he lead wire to wire?
No, I don't remember who led the first day. Who did lead the first day?
He led the second day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, technically the third day because the second day got canceled, right?
Yeah. It was only a 3-day deal.
And
But
then
who
they
led day
zero.
one?
I can't remember. Then they zeroed the weights.
The guy, I can't remember his name, but I know he had a 10-pounder.
Let me make sure I type in the right website here, David.
Yeah. Lessons learned the hard way.
Oh gosh, that was hilarious.
Let's see. Day one was led by Josh Butler.
Josh Butler. There you go. Had 19-15 and had a 10-pounder.
And then Michael Neal took over day two with 33.09. Did Butler didn't make the top 10.
Yeah, he did.
No,
Brandon,
second.
There you
Brandon, I need to put you on pause for a minute. Jack Hartzell says the password is wrong for the fantasy
go.
fishing.
Oh my goodness. Rusty Hook, look right there. Here.
Rusty
Here, I
Hooks
will put
won.
it in the comments, copied and pasted from our dashboard. Maybe.
Jeff Walls is watching. Jeff, we're getting thirsty around here.
Yeah, it's getting a little slim pickings.
All right, here's the password. And that
I think
one
what I
too.
need to do is get him to bring me a broke machine, and I'm gonna put it back here in the corner and make these guys start paying for it.
Oh crap! I think I unpinned it, but
It's on there twice now.
both of them are.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Well, but
hopefully
it
you guys
unpinned
can
the
get in there.
website thing.
Yeah. But he had, so back to that, so what, Michael Neal, so they zeroed the weights. What do you think about that?
I like it.
Do you?
The very first BFL I ever won at Lake Murray, I was the last guy to get in. And that's back when they used to zero the weights for the second day.
Mm-hmm.
I had no shot, if they didn't do that.
Right.
But they zero the weights, and I was lucky enough to win the shootout the second day and won the tournament. I like it. I mean, it does two things. It gives everybody in the top 10 a shot at winning, and I think it keeps people interacting because if you turn it over there and you say, well, Michael Neal has a 12-pound lead. Ain't no need me watching this. He catches 8 pounds, it's over with.
Sure.
And now you don't do that. You
Yeah,
got to
well,
go out there and hang
Then he
it.
goes out there and hangs up like what, 33 pounds or something. Really?
20,
No,
26.05.
26.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, chances are, if he's blowing it out after 2 days, people aren't going to watch.
No, that's true.
They
They
probably drew a whole lot more viewers by
Well,
zeroing the
I'm
weights,
gonna
and
go
then
ahead-
and then he showed out the
I'm
last
gonna go
day
ahead
too.
and make this statement publicly.
Oh Lord, here we
They
go.
got all the viewers they could handle with the coverage at Sam Rayburn because it was buffering every 3 minutes,
That's-
and you had to exit out and reload.
I get it, but here's the thing, and I'm not making excuses or anything like
I know,
that.
there's coverage
It's
problems.
just that there is very, very little cell service around Rayburn or Toledo Bend. That whole area right there is like time forgot it. There's one cell phone tower for, a lot of
Yeah.
people. But anyway, my take on that thing was I had a good practice.
Yeah, we talked to you during practice.
I had a good practice on Monday, and Tuesday I just tried to expand on it a little bit and never really could get any more traction. And I mean, for guys that, people that have been to Rayburn know what I'm talking about. I was fishing the Five Fingers area, which is a very popular area because that's where most of the grass is at right now. And Saturday, I think there were 3 other tournaments down there. And I know people around here, we don't do this around here, but in Texas, a lot of the big tournaments, they allow you to trailer. You can go wherever you want to put in as long as you're back at the official weigh-in site by whatever, let's just say 4 o'clock, just use that as a generic time. But what they do is, so they'll go somewhere and put in, and they have lines in at 7 o'clock. So just so happens there's a boat ramp in the back of Five Fingers. So by the time I finally got to my fish, it's about a 15-minute run to Five Fingers. But by the time I finally got there, there was absolutely nowhere to fish. So there again, not making excuses or anything. It's just, that's kind of what happened. And we will, hopefully we can do a lot better at Harris Chain. That's coming up in about 3 or 4 weeks.
Chris Marshall says that rule's bullcrap. If I blow a tournament for 3 days, I should be able to coast to the win with 8 pounds.
I mean, we can argue that all day long. That's tit for tat. People like it. Some people don't like it. But here's the thing, Chris. What if you're on the opposite end of that? If you just barely slipped in the top 10 and you go, man, I sure would like to fish tomorrow. I slipped in today and I figured something out right at the end of the day, but I'm back. I'm behind. How much did he say? I'm behind 8 or 10 pounds. I ain't got a prayer. Guess what? Yeah, you do.
It's definitely going to make Florida tournaments interesting.
Oh, absolutely. It's going to make it interesting all the way around.
Case in point, the Open, a guy whacked 30 pounds first day, and then Lester caught him on the final day.
I called that too, just so you know. I told everybody there when Brandon come in with 18 the second day, I said he's going to win.
That was his first
BASS
win.
Yep.
Chris Marshall, it doesn't necessarily work that way anymore, buddy. Your kid plays sports. You know what I'm talking
What does it
about.
say?
I should have done better the first few days.
Yeah.
I can see both ways. If
I can see it both ways too.
If I'm leading with the 30-pound lead, then I don't want them to zero it.
That's right,
But
but-
if I do squeak in, just exactly what Houston Spivey says. Depends on if you're first or 10th.
That's right. But the thing about it is it makes you manage your fish different.
Yeah.
You know, if you think, all right, I got 20 pounds a day, well, I need 15 to get in the top 10.
Sure.
I'm going to catch 15, I'm backing off of them.
Yeah.
Because it don't matter if you're, as Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last. I mean, you know, you get in the top 10, then you go out there the third day or the fourth day, whatever,
Really
and
lean on
them. Heck yeah.
I wonder if there was ever a real Ricky Bobby.
Guaranteed.
There
Guaranteed.
definitely is now.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. There's kids everywhere named Ricky Bobby.
100% down. There is now.
Yeah. But anyway, we can.
Well, I mean, again, it goes down to splitting hairs. Alabama rig rule, no Alabama rig. I mean, you either choose to throw it or you choose not to throw it.
Yeah.
It all comes down to personal preference.
I guess at the end of the day.
Or where you're sitting when it comes up.
I guess
Right.
at the end of the day, you got to play by the rules regardless of what they are, right?
You know the rules going into it.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want to play by them rules, don't go fish.
That's-
Stay home.
As a viewer, I don't have any skin in the game. I'm just watching.
Now, Chris, that makes no sense.
He got what I was saying.
I like it better as a viewer because it's a one-day shootout.
And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Right.
Gaining viewers.
It's about viewership, period.
Exactly.
Nothing more.
That's right.
And you've got one league that is going to cater more towards the viewership, and you got one league that's going to cater more towards the traditional way of doing tournaments, and that's where it is right now. The only other thing I want to know is MPFL. It's gotten
What about-
real quiet. I mean, when does it start? Has it started?
No, it hasn't started. It's a few weeks.
Well, I hadn't heard from our local MPFL.
I called him. He called me this morning, and I called him back, and as usual, I got crickets.
I hadn't seen anything else. Hide nor hair, nothing.
Yeah, as usual, I got crickets. I don't know what
I
he's
figured
doing.
I made him mad over something.
Did you?
It seems to be a running trend. I don't know.
You're good at making people mad.
I try not to.
I mean,
but
we all got our thing that we're good at. I'm good at that, too.
Tim Kelly wants to know take on managing fish on a one-day deal. So find a spot you're comfy in and get a few bites in practice. Go there and milk it, or have multiple areas and styles to fall back on. I think that, so I'm a one-day weekend hero, if you want to call it that.
You're my hero.
Weekend warrior. Tim, to be honest with you, I don't really get to practice much. So the lakes that I fish I'm falling back on stuff that I've known for a long time, and I don't mean my stuff, I mean places. And I can't really sit in a spot real long, but most of the tournaments that I do well in, you can pretty much take practice and throw it out the window.
You know the thing.
Pretty much figure it out during the day of the tournament.
I'll tell you a thing about that too. The same stands true with tournaments that are multiple days. You can fish, practice. You get 2-3 days of practice, whatever. You're halfway through the day. You hadn't had a bite. Guess what?
It's time to do something.
You go and practice.
Yeah.
I mean, you're constantly adjusting and looking for fish, looking for areas, whatever however you'd like to call it. But
So
Right.
I'm gonna ask a question.
I think
Shane.
a lot of that depends on what the fish are doing too. I mean, if it's if you go now, Kentucky Lake's probably a bad example because it doesn't fish the way it used to. But back in the day, when there were those giant mega schools out off the bank before the silver carp got in there, I could see where practice would be. You know, you have your 5 or 6 offshore spots in those big tournaments, and you have to guard them because other people are going to find them. So I could see getting on one, catching 20 pounds off of it, and then just sitting there all day to protect it.
or you could do like Randy Haynes and Jason Lambert and just get up there and bump rub rails all day,
That's
or
right.
till somebody gets mad and
You
leaves.
can do that too.
So back to the practicing question. Shane, you can answer this because I mean I've not traveled with you to a pro event, but when you get to a lake and you have this preconceived idea in your mind, you want to go do this, or you think that you're going to go this direction, and you get there and it doesn't pan out. Do you ever just pick an area of the lake and sit down and just fish?
Sometimes,
Like, period.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
fish what's in front of you.
But see, that I was talking to a minute ago. I said I tried to expand on my area at Rayburn. Well, that's what I did. I actually went to the creek, which is straight across from Five Fingers, called Caney Creek. I put the boat in the water that morning and never picked the trolling motor up one time. Just trying to
Figure something
right,
different. Yeah.
exactly. So yes, to answer your question, yeah, that happens a lot.
Well, I mean, I know for me, like when I fish around here, sometimes you run and run and run and it's not working. You just have to pick the area you've seen the most bait and fish, and pray that they run into you instead of you running into them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Chris Marshall, he brings up a valid point.
But he is missing the point. I understand what he's saying, but he is missing the point about
It comes
what's going on.
It comes down to which side you're on in the situation. One and two, for the organization, it's about viewership. Period. End of story.
Viewership creates sponsors. Sponsors create money.
But you know what? Unfortunately, the money doesn't come back to y'all all the time.
You are correct.
And that's the issue that comes up.
I understand that.
All you're doing is padding the pockets of the man, and you're a pawn in the game.
All right, now since you brought that up, let's put it to you this way. If you go to work every day for Winters Electric, he pays you X amount of dollars. All right, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm padding the pocket.
There you go.
I know,
It's the same thing.
I know.
It's the same thing.
No question. But
and that's not
for
to
me,
say
it's a different story because it is my. It
no,
can be
but
my
you
future.
can't. I was using that for an example. I should have said it some other way.
It's just
because
like you coming here to work. You're working, you make a paycheck, but at the
There
end
you
of the
go.
day,
at the end of the day, you're working for somebody else.
that's right.
Well,
That's the beauty of being a business owner.
Yeah.
You know,
any sporting event, professional sporting event, and I'll throw fishing in there, but you just pick one. Without fans and people putting money into the sport, there is nothing. There is no sport.
I've said that so many times. It don't matter how good you can throw a football, hit a baseball, cast a fishing rod. If there's not fans, there's nothing.
Right.
Because that's where the money comes from.
I can tell you that from playing baseball. We play in Florida in spring training in minor leagues, and you throw in front of 3 people in the stands, and then you go break camp and get in front of 6,000 to 12,000 people, and all of a sudden I'm throwing 3-4 miles an hour harder because there's more adrenaline rolling. There's energy in the park that you don't have when it's 120 degrees.
Right.
No shade and
Yeah.
4 people
Chris Marshall
watching.
brings up.
Chris is in an arguing mood
No,
tonight.
he is bringing valid points to the table to support his stance.
He is, but it's beating a dead horse because it's the same answer to every question.
But no, not this one. He
Okay,
is Tacklewarehouse Tour paying you to come?
No,
fish?
they are not.
There you go.
But what they do is provide you a platform which allows you to fish.
Display your talents.
Which, well, I mean, for some people, yeah. But what that does is that allows you to keep your sponsors who pay you to come fish.
And again, that's
See, that's what I'm saying. It's the same answer to every question.
It's splitting hairs. You're right.
It is. That's what I'm saying. You're there to win money and make a living. There again. Next question, Chris. Come up with something else. I'm tired of being this pissing match with you.
We're getting ready. Starting the ladder match, David.
Woo!
Well, I mean, it comes down to sponsors and money, but, sponsors put money in the organization. That's fine. But the people that are there promoting them inside the organization should get paid well, too. It should be treated as a job. If you go to work for this company and you make $100,000 a year, you're expected to do X, Y, and Z.
That's right.
Fishing sponsorship should be no different.
It's not.
You go sit in front of these people and you make X, Y, and Z commercial. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about everybody. That should cost X amount of money since you're the face of that company in this industry. I'm just saying. He brought it up.
I think Benji's not the only one drinking, is he? Oh, my Lord.
Gene Webster just jumped on there. Congratulations, Gene.
That's right.
Yeah, Gene won the Palmetto. Him and Little Britt
down
whacked
Kiwi.
on him. Kiwi.
But I can see both sides. As a fan, I like it 0.
Yeah.
As a competitor, if I was leading, as Chris's
You'd be
point,
ticked
I'd be
off.
ticked
But
off.
here's the thing with this, okay? On the competitor side, you got 10 guys, all right? You got one guy that's pissed off. You got the other 9 that are happy.
Yeah.
Well, and
if you can keep 90% of the people happy, you're going to have a successful business.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
You ain't going to make them all happy.
No, and it's just like fishing tournaments around here. You cannot make everybody happy,
No,
so don't
you're
try.
right.
Go fish, do your thing, and it is what it is. If they don't want to come, they don't have to come.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to say.
You need some help.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to say
Yeah.
either.
Me neither. I'm frostbitten.
Oh,
They-
okay.
They're pretty. They got a bite, don't they?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
All right, so we're-
enough with Chris. I mean, I
We're-
get it. We all get it.
We all
but-
get it. I mean, I understand.
I remember what I was going to say now. So, if you've been watching the Cup,
See, look, Ricky Hams, he likes 0-8.
for watching.
Exactly. That's exactly.
That's
exactly.
what we're saying.
That's-
As a
that's-
fan, for sure.
For watching the thing, yes, it adds some suspense. It does. But is it a bass tournament?
I don't know.
Is
Of
what?
course it is.
I'm just saying, is that?
Is what a bass tournament?
Never mind. I'm not going down.
So-
that
I'm
dark road.
asking. I
Never
don't
mind.
understand
Just
what
never-
you're saying.
Just never mind.
So,
No.
so we'll,
Stop.
so we'll
Just-
talk.
no.
Let's talk about the
That'll be an
MLF.
all fair conversation.
Talking about the MLF Cups, for example. So, they just aired.
Stop right there. I'm gonna pause you for a minute. That's different because they're paid to show up.
They are not paid to show up. They are not paid to show up. If
Well-
they make the cut, they get paid. If they do not make the cut, they do not get paid.
Okay, well,
That is a difference.
Okay, so I'll back up then. From a fan standpoint, let's talk about the MLF Cups. So, that's the platform that MLF started with, right?
Yeah.
Invitational only type deal thing. And then they've got the Bass Pro Tour, which is going on right now in Louisiana. But the ones for last fall just finished their championship episode this past weekend
At Wiley.
at Wiley.
Mhm.
They stayed right down here in Fort Mill. I can take you. I drive by the.
Have you watched any of that mess?
I have. So I watched the championship.
Did you see what they did, though?
What do you mean?
Is there a place around here called Yorktown, South Carolina?
Oh no, I did notice that York County.
Yorktown, South Carolina.
So,
They paid them clowns to come here to say that.
So it was a shaky head fest.
Wasn't it, though? Holy cow.
But at the end
look
of
when
it,
they showed up.
But
The
that-
absolute worst
well,
time
all
you
they
could
did-
possibly fish this
all
thing.
they did was
Yeah.
catch spotted bass too. If you
There
didn't
were a
notice
few
that.
largemouth caught. Brett Chapman caught some largemouth on chatterbait.
Yep, out of Long Cove. But
And the marina over here.
that's Long Cove.
No.
No, over here, 49.
Long Cove's back up there.
Or which one? The one at 49 or the little
They
one?
caught some at 49 and the one
Okay.
Long Cove too.
Yeah, I got you.
But at the end of it, when Ayler won, sorry, spoiler alert, man, they were back and forth. I mean, catching 1 pound fish, which isn't that big a deal. It's a 1 pounder, but I could feel the intensity and the drama and the excitement with who was going to win that thing because it came right down to the wire, and that would have never happened if they didn't zero the weights and everybody started from nothing on the final day.
That's right.
That's fishing made for TV.
I understand
period.
that.
Okay.
But again, I am a fan watching TV. I am not competing in the MLF Cup.
I get it. Okay, we're kind of down the road. We weren't going to go tonight, sort of. Thank you, Chris Marshall. We all enjoy watching fishing. There's not a fisherman that doesn't enjoy watching.
I don't really enjoy it.
I'd rather do it myself as well, but you know what? We sat in here and watched
Man,
MLF today.
I love watching
We
fishing.
watched some wicked tuna.
I really like watching wicked tuna.
Oh, yeah.
I'd really like to go do that sometime.
Yeah.
Chris, I'll argue the baseball. I don't agree with that at all.
Well, say it'd be like
If he's
Preston about to win the Little League World Series.
If he's up in the 7th inning, he's going to win, but then he's got to come win the next day. It'd be a multi-day deal.
Measures little fish.
That's about the fact. Carl, I'm with you.
Yeah,
I'm going to sell it all. Let's go back to the coast.
I'm down for that.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell
I've
you
been
something.
trying to get Carl to take me fishing for 2 years and hadn't got to go yet.
All right, so we've been on here 30 minutes. We ain't talked about
We
Florida
ain't
stuff
talked
yet.
about nothing, have we?
Y'all
been
got
arguing.
bogged down in the mud.
That's okay.
There ain't no y'all.
We got people in
We.
it. Hey, if we have people interacting, so it's good.
We're creating viewership.
We're creating viewership. I mean, it's not as much as a ladder match, but it'll be all right.
I mean, listen, I'm kind of in the mood. Let's go.
Nah, I'm not. I'm still so tired from that trip, I could lay down on this table and go to sleep.
Always welcome. Carl
See,
says.
he says we're always welcome, but we never know when the boat leaves the dock.
Yeah,
Well, that phone probably works both ways.
they're catching tuna out of New Bern.
I know. I'm just waiting for a phone call.
Well, your dad said he's ready.
Yeah, he's waiting. Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. We're waiting on a phone call to go. Somebody might. We might just have to close the store for a day.
Let's zero out the what?
Conversation and start over.
Oh,
Thank you, Tim. That's right. We're gonna zero the conversation. Start episode 2 tonight.
yep.
Well, that's all we did because somebody won't keep up with YouTube. So
You know what? I'm not the smartest technical guy
I
out there.
don't think the keeper was hooked the whole time over here. God, that's terrible.
it
Terrible.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, there were a couple 3-pounders caught.
Yeah, they looked terrible too.
They did. I mean, like David said, though, they came at the absolute worst time that they could have
That's
came.
why they call it the Challenge Cup. Is what they said.
Listen, I tell you what. You put 10 of the best locals around here on this lake in September, and I'd be willing to bet that 6 of them don't catch a limit. Really and truly, a keeper limit.
I agree with that statement.
I mean, this place fishes ridiculously tough.
Well, I mean, when you just go, and you know, if you look at where they fished, a lot of guys were fishing behind each other. They'd pull up and
Yeah, but
catch 2 fish off a dock and leave, and then somebody else would pull up and catch one, and somebody else would pull up and catch one. How many fish live under the couple docks that had bass on it?
well, LiveScope has enlightened me to some things about this lake. I will just leave it at that.
I was gonna say I was waiting for time to chime in there, but Watery was the worst one out of all of them.
Well, I mean,
Again,
I think half the
who's-
people
I mean,
zero.
Who's going to go to Watery in September when the water's out of the grass? The grass is laying on the dirt.
I don't know.
There's not much to throw at.
Hey,
That's
man,
a good question.
Everybody's got to catch them. Everybody's fishing the
That's
same
right.
place.
That's exactly right.
All right.
How did who do on Murray?
So-
I know you're not asking me, Bobby. I know.
So let's. So you went to Florida.
Went to
after
Florida.
Texas.
It was cold. I mean, it was really, really frost on my boat cover on Monday and Tuesday. And everybody knows that cold weather in Florida is really, really bad.
I heard the water temperature down there in practice was in the mid 50s. Is that right?
It was in the mid 50s. It was like 55.
That is cold down there.
Yeah, it was like 55. By tournament day, it had made it to a whopping 58. I got on some fish over there, and I was running the Tiger, which feels like the other end of the earth.
You got to go to Hatchinall and Cypress.
You
and
go
Tigers
through
and
all
Alpha.
of those, and then you go to Kissimmee and hang a right, and then you run what they call the Tiger River, which is a bunch of switchbacks and 2 feet deep through there. You just pray that you don't meet another boat coming in the lane. But I got over there the first day and flipped me up like 11.5 pounds, and thought I was going to be okay. The second day, I got over there and caught a 3-pounder right off the rip, and had a little altercation with Keith Poche, which was not good. But we had some words several times, and
Y'all kiss and make up at the end
No,
of it?
we did not kiss and make up. You'll never see that happen. No.
The bridge was burnt.
I mean, I'll just tell everybody what happened. I was sitting there fishing, and old dude, I hear a boat coming, and I look up, and it's him, and he drives his boat through a patch of buggy whips, through a patch of lily pads, about 15 yards in front of me, ran right over where I was fishing and set the boat down. So needless to say, I was not a happy camper, and I don't do well with crap like that. You know, it could have very easily went in behind me, and because he was going, I was fishing the back side of the pads, which is like where the airboats go. He was going on in and fishing the buggy whips in there, which we shared the area the first day without a problem. But he caught 15 pounds, and I caught whatever it was, 11.5. Well, he hadn't caught a fish the second day, and I guess he either seen me catch one or seen my co-angler catch one and felt like he had to come over there where we were at. Whatever, I don't know. But anyway,
Just a bad deal.
it was a bad deal. It didn't work out good for either one of us. So there again, no excuses, but that's just what happened. And I stayed in there too long, trying to force the bite to happen. I did lose 2 big ones, but you know, it is what it is. We'll go on to the next one, and hopefully we will have a better tournament.
Did you catch any crappie down there?
Dude, I caught 2 of the biggest crappie on jerkbait that you ever seen.
So I was going to say, so there was on day 1, got up and was drinking coffee. I was like, oh man, the Open started today. So I went to Bassmaster.com to see if they had any videos or whatever, just to kind of follow along. And there was a day 1 morning photo reel, right?
Uh-oh.
I'm clicking through it, and all of a sudden there's the big yellow school bus. Oh, Shane's on here, and then it shows you like this, and it's a bunch of different pictures.
Oh, that was on there?
Yeah, and
Was it really?
Your co-angler gets down in the boat, and he's getting. You can't have a net anymore, right? Looks like he's getting ready to try to help you or something, and then the next picture he's back up on the back deck, and you're still reeling it in, and then the next one is you turn like this, and there's a big giant crappie.
I didn't know that was on there. Yeah, I caught 2 big crappie out there. Caught one on a rattle trap, one on a jerkbait. I never caught one on a trap before.
They'll thump it, won't they?
They smashed.
I mean,
That one that hit the jerkbait knocked slack in the line. It's one of them deals where you jerk, 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 and stop it, and you go to jerk again, it's just gone. Yeah, and you have to wind to catch up.
Joey was down there too. He caught some big ones. I heard he had a problem on the second day with the shot clock. So
Do what now?
Joe was a little late coming in on the second day.
Joey Sabaga?
Yep,
Really?
he was.
Oh, my goodness.
That happens.
I had it happen to me last year at St. John's.
Yeah, I mean it happens. So
But I was coming in and my boat shut down.
yeah,
That sucked.
I will say when you are in those, I've only fished them 1 year with you, but when you have 36 flights of 10 boats and people are fishing,
But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something.
It can be confusing.
That having really small flights works out.
That's good for the fish.
It works out so much better for the fish and the fishermen, because when you get there, you don't have to stand in line for 20 minutes waiting on a bag.
You weigh them and leave them.
You get up there and you weigh and you go on about your business.
Yeah, there's never a line at the
That's
weighing line.
exactly right.
I did like that, but
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: in that we went to Toho. The first day I was in
Go ahead. I'll be back in a second.
First or second flight, and then the next day we fished till dark. Lineberger got frostbite too.
I guess. Well,
let's talk about stuff around here since we got
we got a minute.
Yeah.
We got a minute.
So we had this past weekend. We had the CBC at Murray.
Yep.
We had the Palmetto Trail at Kiwi.
Yep.
There was an ABA
At Norman.
on Saturday.
Yep.
And then Jason Land's tournament was Sunday.
Yep.
And we had a little deal out here too, right?
XL Winter Trail out here on Sunday.
Which was a little deal, from what I understand.
It was a little deal, but it was a big deal. I mean, to some of us, it was a big deal.
So
I thought I was going to break a hurdle, but I didn't break a hurdle.
So we'll start with the CBC. There's Tim Kelly saying. So the guys that won the CBC, I think they won it 2 years ago too. I think the guy's last name is Richardson. I should know his name.
Tim Richardson, Gerard, something.
Gotcha. So they had 27 and some change.
Well, almost 28.
Saw
Where
the
we at,
Wickers.
Murray?
Yep. Saw the Wickers finish second for 25 and change. A bunch
Tater
of
head.
fish. And I saw Brett post that they almost weighed 1,500 pounds of fish between all the anglers.
They would have if everybody would have weighed their fish.
Yep.
I know quite a few guys that threw the fish back.
Well, I probably should have thrown mine back. Listen, I went down there, no practice.
No, you shouldn't have.
I was happy to go out there and catch a limit.
Are y'all going to fish them all, you and Derek?
We're going to fish. I think we're going to go to Santee Water. I don't know that he wants to go down to the river,
What river?
Winyah.
Oh, they're going there?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's terrible.
And that's just.
Took 20 something to win down there last year.
When y'all play?
Yeah.
They went to the Cooper River.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
It's
sure they probably did.
Yeah, they didn't catch 20 pounds of wind, y'all.
I mean, I might have to call in one of my low country buddies, bring me some fuel if I go down there.
No, you just have to stop and get gas, though.
Yeah. Anyway,
They could have caught 20 out of the Santee River.
Maybe. I don't know. I fished the Santee River before. I thought it sucked, too.
Derek said he didn't trust me across Georgetown to get to the river, so
There's long runs down there.
What do you mean?
I swear
I thought you had to cross Georgetown to get to.
No, run out there and go down the intercoastal.
Yeah.
Oh,
The only big water you got to cross is Charleston Harbor.
Oh, Cooper is off limits when
Brett's
the
watching.
CBC's down there.
Ah,
Oh well.
So you don't have to go to Cooper River.
Anyways,
well, then it ain't gonna take 20 pounds to win either.
I don't know if it was. I feel like it was off limits last year too.
Wasn't we trying to get him on here?
We are. He said he's
yeah.
coming back.
yeah, I should have called him for tonight. I don't know. Brett, call me tomorrow. Let's get you back up here. Anyway, yeah. So Murray was. I didn't realize the fish were biting that good. Like I looked at the tournament the weekend before, and it was like 24, 22,
Where?
and down at Murray.
Dude, them fish. I've told everybody this. It's the best lake in the southeast.
Oh, I know that.
It's
okay.
the best lake in the southeast.
I get it, but I did not realize that it was going to be like that when I'm sitting with like 14 and a half pounds. Like, you know what? I might have a shot at like the last check.
Yeah.
And I hiked my fish up there and I looked at the board and I'm like, well, so much for that.
Brett was talking about Winyons. The guy that won last year had a 9-pounder.
Wow. Brett, who won that tournament last year? Do you know off the top of your head?
I don't remember his name. It's something that sticks out, like Van or something like that.
Chris Marshall said that place is interesting. Hope I never have to go back.
They
I
had
know,
they had a TBF down there one year,
Yeah, they did.
and some dude won it out of a marina.
Ronnie,
He had like 23,
Millsap?
24
No.
pounds.
not Ronnie Millsap.
Ben Cox.
Ben Cox, that's not who I was thinking about.
I figured you'd kind of enjoy the Ronnie Millsap.
I understand what you're saying.
Anyway.
But
Yeah, no, Murray was, they bit, period.
They always do. They always do.
Especially when the wind blows.
Yeah.
The wind blew this past Saturday.
Yeah. How those guys catch all those 20-pound bags?
Word on the street is A-rig and crankbait.
I'm sure some of them were caught deep. That's the good thing about Murray. You can do about whatever you want out there.
I know one bag that all 5 of their fish were upside down and swimming, and they happen to have a pretty good bag.
Mm-hmm.
Reed fished that fishing for real trail down there the same day, and they had 25. They won that, and they had 20, 24, 15. So the second cast, they caught a 7.5 pounder.
That's what I'm talking on A-rig.
No, I think he caught them cranking. I'm pretty sure.
Dang. That's good.
I've been down there with you and that white crankbait.
Mm-hmm.
You got one? Either that or my line's broken. I can't catch up to it.
Those fish are mean, like really aggressive down there
What, at Murray?
at Murray.
That's because they ain't like the ones out here. Every one of them out here that grows 4 pounds been whacked 16 times.
I know the drill. Let me just lay over, get to
Yeah.
the boat, take
They'll
the
let me
ride,
go.
get back in the water.
They'll let me go. I just got to swim all the way back down here.
I hadn't been able to catch a 4-pounder. I don't know what that's like.
Mm-mm.
The wildest fighting fish, I think, still are on a yakking chain. You catch fish on high rock, as lazy as them things are, them things fight when you get one on.
They got a bunch of pent-up energy.
Man.
Oh, man.
All right, so that was Murray. So Lake Kiwi, I have no idea how Gene caught him, but he's on here. He might tell us.
I kind of doubt it, but you could ask him.
I kind of doubt it. I saw it took 21 to win down there the weekend before. I forget what it was, but they had 17 and change. Him and Little Brit, and then Mike Stevens won the ABA on
Sure
Norman
did.
with 17 pounds.
And his co-angler had one also. He had 3 for almost 11.
Wow, he won too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Blew it away.
And then the day after that, in Jason Lansdale, I saw Josh Warren won up there.
Josh Warren won by himself, had
Was-
almost 18.
was 17 and change.
But he had 3 big largemouth.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
So it sounds like fish are starting to bite finally. It finally got cold and things are kind of steadying out, and the big ones are starting to show up. So
Yeah, it's that time.
And then the XL Challenge, David, you walked away with that one with 14 and change out here, right?
By the skin of my teeth.
Yeah.
That was Sunday.
That was Sunday, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know how you can catch all the same size fish and not run into a big one. I'm still baffled by this.
You're fishing where all the same size ones are.
I mean, for 3 weeks in a row now, I've hit the 14 to 14.8 mark, and I cannot break the 15-pound
You
curse.
gotta look at it this way. You just one big bite away.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
11:06 won the
Ah,
boat
yeah.
on the
Joel
Harris
went
chain.
down there and fished the big bass down there.
11:06.
Yeah, there was 11 something and 2 over 10. Weighed in at the Harris chain.
Mm.
Those guys down there, they don't realize how good they got it.
No, what
We up here praying for a 3-pounder.
Christian does. He keeps texting me all the time. He said, "Man,
Yeah.
you are really missing out. You
He
got
didn't get into opens, did he?
He didn't get in. That's a sore subject. If he's watching, we're going to talk about that.
I mean, listen. The guy that won one last year didn't get in. I mean, it's kind of
I don't know what happened on the whole.
how does preference work?
No, I have no idea. I haven't been in the opens, and
What I'm saying, Shane, if you
I don't
if you
honestly
fished
know.
last year, you should have first shot to come
Well,
back. I would
it
think.
used to be they gave the top 40 in points got a automatic spot if you wanted it.
Okay.
But I know this year a lot of guys got in with early entry codes. I know that's how I got in.
Yeah. Well, how do you end up with one of
It's a
those?
sponsor thing most of the time.
sponsor exemption.
Well, that, and I heard they did run a lifetime bass membership, get in early kind of thing.
Well, I know guys that bought the lifetime membership and still didn't get in.
Well, I'd be fit to be tied over that.
$500.
I'd be fit to be tied over that.
I should have bought that forever ago. I paid $500 plus now.
The one that I wish I would have done a long time ago was FLW used to offer a lifetime membership, and
Dang things are $50.
I think
now.
it was $75. I think it was $400 for a lifetime membership, and they gave you they gave away a Abu Garcia 5500 and a bunch of other stuff. It was worth a couple hundred bucks. I wish I would have done that years ago, but I didn't. So
What are you gonna do?
pay them $75
A year?
a year. Holy shnikes!
What's wrong?
I can't pronounce that one.
I don't see it.
He gone now. There it is. That guy. He's watching.
Sweet. Well, fly him over
He's
here
not.
and get him
From,
on
he's
here.
not from around.
He is
here.
definitely not from around here. Sorry, bud. I can't pronounce that. Well, thank you for watching.
We are international.
We got there is a rather large international following, and I don't know how.
I don't know either.
I'm sure they're sitting there. Look at them dumb Americans.
Oh, fat boys.
They some of them comments were pretty
He
funny.
fat like potato.
Yeah. You and Johnson fishing at High Rock. I was dying at some of the comments on there. So these guys must be American. They're fat like potatoes.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I was gonna say if anybody's ever bored, go pull up some of the old videos and read through some of the
The one at High
comments that need to be translated.
Rock, the one at High Rock is really good, and the one that the million view when we got of David backlashing at the bridge, it's a good one too.
Man, y'all pick on me for playing troll. I did what I had to do that day.
I'm just talking about the. I'm just talking about the comments.
Yeah, there were a lot there.
Oh, my gosh. That's funny.
We probably should really get our YouTube caught up. 'cause
What is this? Little Mountain Fire and Rescue Tournament, April 15th. Jason, is that at Murray?
I think that is the case. They were handing out. I mean, if you didn't take a flyer or two, you were in trouble. They were handing them out at the boat ramp.
That's a good tournament, if I remember. That's the one they do every year. Doesn't it go out of?
I'm sure it goes out of Dreer.
Man, that'll be fun down there by then. I might. Have to
Oh,
go
April
down there.
15th, the herring spawn will be getting it.
Let's go out there and fish it.
I can't. I won't be. I'll be gone the entire month of April.
That'll be my last hurrah before baby number 3 gets here.
Yeah, Murray. There we go.
I'll go with you, Brandon, if you want to go.
All right.
We'll go down there and donate our.
I'm gonna make sure I don't have a baseball tournament.
I need to check, make sure that the weekend's free as well. I know at some point I'm supposed to go on the road with Shane for a couple tournaments.
One of them's in April.
That's probably when you're going.
No, that's the one. That's the one I'm missing. I know where I'm gonna be in April. I'm gonna be at. No, I think I leave the next day for Hatteras.
Spring Fling on Santee.
What? Spring
Yeah, Carl's talking about.
Oh, when is that, Carl? God, y'all realize we've been on here an hour and we haven't talked about anything but tournament results?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I mean,
Do we want to talk about the big box of forward-facing sonar paraphernalia we got in today?
I'm in, Chris. You call me and tell me when to go.
what is it?
I'm thinking the Spring Fling.
Oh.
I got to do something.
April 4th, he thinks.
They keep moving the XL tournaments to Sunday. I can't go.
No, it's done. I think this was the last Sunday tournament
Man,
because
y'all killing me.
That was the last tournament, wasn't it?
no,
Y'all, see, this is what happens. I won one of them, and they're like, "Hey, man, we got to change them to Sundays
Brandon.
because
let
we
me tell
got
you-
we got."
I guarantee you
Brandon's
scared,
got- Brace-
you
Brandon's
scared
got
them
baseball
again.
practice.
After that whooping you put on them last winter, they got scared. You won one tournament. Oh no, we're not letting this happen again.
It got cold. The water's a little
Here
dirty.
we
We
go.
got to move them to Sunday now.
Here
Phantom
we
is
go.
on Santee.
I'm just giving you a hard time, David.
Brett Collins, you have that dumb rule in them Phantoms? I'm just asking.
Yeah, no pros.
Cameraman on the road. David is going to narrate the whole time.
Well, that'd be funny, wouldn't it?
It'd be like Bob Euchre and Monty in
Nah, it's Rob.
April-
It's gonna be Rob Mannery over
April
here.
15th is Friday. I'm assuming that's good, a Good Friday. Wouldn't that be Good Friday?
I think that tournament always is on a Friday.
I'm gonna be what is it, Bob Menery over here?
No, I mean, you need to go watch the movie Major League and look at Bob Euchre's color guy.
Just a bit outside.
Calling you Monty. Bob Euchre has too much to drink, passes out, and that poor dude has to carry the show.
So we're breathing in the bag.
Guys make great diving catches, and he's like, fly ball, caught.
Caught.
No, Dan, I'm gonna ride with Shannon Fish, co-angler in the Open. Something to do.
Oh my gosh.
It's Good Friday. Good Friday.
Okay.
Man,
Oh,
April's
man.
gonna be a busy month.
I forgot how much fun this was.
We haven't been here for a while.
I haven't been here 2 weeks.
Bring your calendar tomorrow. We
My
gotta do
calendar?
a little, yeah. Bring your calendar. We gotta do a little homework.
I don't have a calendar.
You probably should.
I have to ask my wife. She tells me.
That sounds familiar too.
David, you ain't got no calendar.
What? Yeah, my wife keeps up with it.
See?
I'll just say your calendar, if you got one, is right there in front of you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll show you mine.
No, mine's on my iPad in my book bag. A lot of good it does me over there.
Oh my goodness.
So what we got coming up? All right, so I guess Bass Pro
We
Tour is
got-
going on right now.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a single second of it.
We watched
We
it
watched a
today.
little bit of it today.
It's
I've been
very
too
cold
daggone
and it
busy.
seems to be a little tough.
Fish aren't biting very good.
Who's leading? There's two groups, right? There's
I
still
I think Mark Daniels Jr. won Group A today. I guess Group B will finish up their second day tomorrow.
Where's Thrift at?
Thrift, I think, was in third.
Okay.
Yes,
What the world?
that's the new update thing. Just ignore it. Tom Yak, yes.
Well,
we
go
will have
away.
more information on that next week since all three of us are back together and we can put everything together.
We need to get Brett Collins on here next week. If he can.
Brett's going to call me tomorrow. We're going to firm it up.
I
and I'll
talked
make
to
it
Brett
happen.
last week. I had some questions about some of the rules in the CBC with my impending schedule coming up, and he mentioned he would
Are we putting on a tournament?
he would like to come back up here.
We signed you up
For what?
100 versus 1 on Wiley. I'm just kidding. No, Brandon and I, there was some mention of a tackle swap / hangout night here at the store. It was proposed we do it while we're doing the podcast, and then somebody mentioned doing a tournament. Jeff Murray mentioned it, but he wanted to do it in a terrible time of year.
We're
So
gonna have a hot dog eating contest.
I'm going to lose at that, I promise you.
It's Round Man's idea. He called it a horse trading or horse trading.
Okay.
Tackle swap.
Yeah, everybody bring your old P70s. I want them.
Trade you cash for them.
I mean, the store is going to be open too. So I'm hoping to sell some new tackle as well.
Well, if you got any P70s out there, shake
Yeah,
fire.
that's right. You got some P70s. I'll take them.
I might got one or two.
Speaking of Round Man, you guys keep him in your thoughts and prayers. If you are friends with him on Facebook, saw his post. He is battling pancreatic cancer, so he's known around here. He's a good man. He's a good friend of ours, and one heck of a fisherman on Lake Wateree.
Yep.
Him and Butch have taken a lot of my money.
Look, he's on there.
There's
Oh,
Round
yeah.
Man right there.
There he
All
is.
right. So, if you are a religious person and faithful and on your knees at night when you're praying, slip in the Round Man, or David Etheridge is his real name, but everybody knows him as Round.
I think God knows him as Round Man,
I'm
too.
pretty sure he does too. So, y'all keep him in the thoughts and prayers, as his whole family. They're all going through it together. So I know we're praying for him for sure.
Yep,
100%.
absolutely. Absolutely.
All right.
Now he wants to know when is this going to happen.
Round Man, I will be in touch in the next couple days and let you know something more on that. We gotta figure out when we all can attend.
Yeah.
We need to work around Round Man's schedule too, so he can get here.
Yep. Since it was his idea.
Yeah, we need to make sure he's here. All right, so coming up, we got
What is coming
The
up?
Elite Series
The
starting
Elite
Thursday.
Series starting Thursday at St. John's.
If you have not signed up, we are doing fantasy fishing again. I posted the link and the password.
Put it up there again, Brandon, for
Let's-
people that didn't
see how many people we
didn't
got.
get it the first time.
See how many people have signed up live here. There's the link again.
Guys, go on there. It's fun to do. It also keeps
Uh-oh. Rolling in.
it keeps the
Got 10 people in here already.
it keeps the fun in it. You know, give you a little. It's kind of like playing fantasy football. Gives you a reason to keep up with what's going on, and we're going to
I feel sorry for that guy.
Who?
He ain't going to do real well.
who?
Broncos 25-77.
Well, maybe his fishing
Broncos.
picks are better than his football
Oh
picks.
my gosh,
You can't say anything, Commanders.
that's terrible. That's terrible. But it is better than the Washington football team.
I still think they should have gone with the Sentinels.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's over the bar, not under the bar.
Tim, I don't have any
He's
updates
a
on
coach.
the 1v1.
Coach.
Tim,
Coach.
1v1 is coming. We're going to do it before Shane hits the road again. The problem is we are a little thin on camera people. Brandon's work schedule and life has been very hectic.
COVID seems to be over for my travel schedule. He won last year.
What?
Broncos won last year.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
he win?
I knew that. That's why I said that.
Win what?
He won our fantasy thing
Did he
last
really?
year. Yeah.
Well, good. Unfortunately,
I was just joking about
We-
the Broncos. They're for sale. You want to buy them? You want to go buy the
I
Broncos?
heard Peyton Manning was going to buy
He
him.
probably is.
I mean, he needs a tax write-off. It'd be a good one.
Whew.
Him and Eli should buy
I
them
just
together.
wish.
Elway owns them right now, doesn't he?
No, he's part owner.
Okay.
I just wish I could see that kind of money one day. Last thing on my mind would be a football team.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'd be looking at an island and a yacht and a lot of saltwater fish.
That's probably more expensive than a football team.
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't think so. Anyway, Tim, yes, we will get the 1v1 out of the way. Win, lose, draw, it is what it is.
All right.
What's your schedule for next week?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything next week.
Next week, Tim. I just hope the fish come out of 40 foot of water.
Next Thursday.
Plausible.
Not for me.
We know.
All right, we got anything else to talk
You
about?
suck, Brandon.
Yeah, we
Somebody's
do.
got to work.
We do.
What are we got to talk about?
First spring cat tournament on Lake Wiley is this Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday.
Spring.
Yes.
I don't know. It's cold.
It's cold. But, I mean, the boats that weighed in this weekend all had 14 pounds at Wiley. So,
Well, there was 4 of them.
What is that? Sounds
3 of 'em
good.
waiting.
When and where? What?
Where are y'all going?
Was that possibly Wednesday?
Wednesday's out. Tim.
Wednesday's out. Some of us got work
Where are we going?
right out the door here.
Yeah. We're going to go in the backyard.
David can practice for the cat.
That's right.
No. Yeah. Tim Kelly should just come fish the cat. We'll settle it that way.
Well, you could do that too.
How you gonna do that? That's a team tournament.
Bring his best man. I mean, I don't know. No, Wednesday's not gonna work either. I mean, that's just not gonna work. And I wouldn't do it on a Saturday because
Yeah,
I
we
want
can't do it on Saturday.
I want it to be a mano a mano, and you already have unfinished business to handle at Norman this weekend.
That's a championship, isn't it?
Yeah, fish off for Jason Lance.
Is it 2 day?
No, just Saturday.
Just Saturday.
Super Bowl Sunday, man.
So it'll be over. It'll be over before the Super Bowl starts. Long before.
Not up there. They fish till 5 o'clock or whatever. It's like 9 to 6 or something like that.
Now, when does the Super Bowl start?
Well,
I mean, I'm just saying.
6 o'clock, but they won't kick off until 8:15.
I was gonna say.
What are the hours up there? Is it 9 to 4 or 8 to 4?
What?
No, that was the old
What are you talking
Chris
about?
Marshall,
trail
Shane and I have we've ended the
Jason Lance things. 8 to 4.
8 to 4, yeah.
Shane's we'll say Shane lost the belt. It's still undecided if Shane gave the belt away or Shane got beat.
I got beat. There.
We're gonna leave that alone.
I got beat. It's all good.
Tim Kelly somehow got in the mix for the next one, and we're going to Wiley.
Going to Wiley.
I mean, I'd go back to Murray, but I'd have 14 pounds to get my teeth kicked in, so it's all good.
Might not. Just don't fish in that same creek. Go somewhere else.
I get lost, man. I can still see the boat ramp.
You turn the GPS on.
So what else we got? Anything good?
I don't think so. Unless you want to talk about wrestling or something.
Oh,
like
boy.
What?
Queen, lay up, buddy. Just lay up.
Just remember, Reggie, I'll see you Sunday.
Oh, yeah, y'all are having your annual Super Bowl gathering. Whose house is it at this year?
Matt's. It's always at Matt's.
Oh, I might have to crash the party.
It's always at Matt's. See, I'm kind of happy this year, though, because usually we have to fish and then run like crazy to get down there. This year I don't have to fish. I'll just show up when I want to.
We
That's
forgot
right.
one thing.
What?
Round Man's on here.
Oh,
We didn't forget that.
Round Man. I think you won a prize pack.
Oh, yeah, for the guess the weight thing.
Bloody Thumbs lures are right there.
Yep. I got Round Man covered on the Bloody Thumbs.
Okay.
10-4.
We got him taken care of. I just have to get with him. Last night when I saw him was not the time.
Sure.
So,
I mean, I don't think that carrying crankbaits into church would have been a good idea.
I've been all right. But knowing those guys down there, it's probably
I'm going to say this.
rubber worms and stuff stuck in their pockets. I forgot. I can tell you this right now. I have a pair of shorts that every time I wear them and they go back in the washer and I put my hand in the pocket, there's a worm in it.
I got home last night
or a jig chunk or something.
and I was walking through the house and my wife said, "What's in your back pocket?" I said, "What are you talking about?" I reached back there and there's a pack of jig chunks in there.
I have to say this about the fishing community. You can say a lot of things about fishermen, but supportive is one that you can't ever say they're not. The amount of guys that went to Round Man's church last night for their prayer service for him was pretty impressive.
At least I can win something. Whatever. Win something. They so full of it.
I got to know what the $5 between him and Tanner Fletcher is about.
I don't know anything about that.
Who?
Round Man and Tanner Fletcher have got some $5 something or other that was mentioned last night at the service. And I didn't get the opportunity to ask either one of them what it's about, but I'm curious.
It might be like the dollar bet out here at Faro. There's always a side $1 bet.
No, this weekend it happened to be a $100 bet.
No.
Who bets $1 with Ron?
So when Christian and I used to fish, we used to bet $1 side pot every time. And I think Christian has every one of them framed.
Oh, God, that's funny.
And the best part was Ron would hand over the $60 entry fee, no problem. But you take that $1 from him, and it was hard. He didn't want to let
He
it go.
didn't want to let go of that dollar.
No, because there was pride tied to that one.
All right. So we about done?
I think so.
Are you in a rush to get somewhere?
No.
Okay.
We're just losing people.
Yeah, we are.
They've heard
losing
enough.
people. I mean, I get it.
They've heard enough.
Who's your pick for Elite Series this week?
Me? Oh, man. Let's see. Who am I going to pick? I think it's going to be somebody that's never won. Definitely not that guy.
You gonna ride Lester with the?
I really like Brandon. It really fits his style. Plus, he's been in Florida for a week already.
And he just
Fish.
won.
And he's in the right frame of mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to be in a
You
frame
get
of mind to
momentum
fish
going,
Florida,
man.
too.
You gotta ride it when you can.
And the bad thing is it's right now, Florida's fishing really, really tough. And I think that by him being there, you know, I'm trying to read and talk and think at the same time. Golly, I lost my mind there. By being in the right frame of mind, I mean, he has dealt with the one cold front already and realized that in Florida, when you fish cold fronts, you have to fish extremely slow. You fish Florida extremely slow 90% of the time anyway, but when it gets cold, you really, really got to slow down, and I think that's going to give Brandon Lester a huge advantage over these guys that just left to go down there, or guys that you know, haven't spent any time at all down there. Right there's another good choice too. Go back up.
Down or up?
No, up.
As far as it goes.
The other up.
Down.
Well, before it was up. Who in the world is that?
Gene, while Shane's over here compiling his thoughts,
Now, who's that guy?
because it sounds just a lot like a lot of
Somebody
diarrhea in the
from
mouth right
Hawaii.
now.
Never heard of him. Matty Wong. Who's Matty Wong?
I don't know. Webster says he's pulling for Clun for another one.
For Clun?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I'm going through the pools right now. Pool E's got 2 former winners down there. Paul Mueller and Rick Clun.
There is a reason why they're in Pool E, though.
Hey man, this is all about the week. This ain't
That's right. That
angle of the year
that
stuff.
crap don't mean nothing. Right there's another good one with outside shot too. Bob Downey. Bob's a pretty solid fisherman. He don't get a lot of recognition because he's a really, really quiet guy. And there's another one too, that Jacob Fouts. It says Charleston, Tennessee. He's from freaking Harris Chain.
Yeah. This is who I got. He does good. He comes out of the gate every year down there.
But there ain't gonna be no sight fishing this time.
I know, but he catches them.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can have him, and I'll pick one, and we'll bet a drink.
All right.
A frostbite.
I'm gonna take Fouts.
You're gonna take Fouts?
I'll take Fouts, and
All
you can have Drew Benton
All right, I got Drew Benton.
for a drink.
For a Mountain Dew.
No, I don't do soft drinks.
Okay. All right. Deal.
So,
Scott Martin's going to be a favorite too.
well, who cares?
He's always a favorite down there.
Who cares?
Jack, it's it's cold.
But he's got a YouTube channel, man.
Yeah, Joel Shanley did have a monster, but that's at another place.
Hey, you missed Round Man's comment. I was over there looking at it.
What
He
is
said
it?
they have a $5 bet at every
Yeah,
tournament.
I saw it.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna comment.
Round, I did that with Corey Stone too, and he has yet to win.
Doesn't he owe you for one?
No, he paid me.
Did he pay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gene, what's the odds of G-Man finally gets a win? So G-Man won the Open that year I was down there. I think is that the only?
That's the only BASS win in his
And he's-
72-year illustrious
And
career.
he's won Angler of the Year, right?
Twice.
Twice.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't mistake that. I'm not.
No, he's
Busting
made
on him or
he's
nothing.
made a career of being
Oh yeah,
consistent.
he's very consistent, and he very well may win that. Yeah, I probably shouldn't.
Which one would you rather have?
What's that?
A trophy? A single tournament trophy or an Angler of the Year
Most
trophy?
definitely the AOY. Most definitely. Yeah, I know.
How about a championship trophy, like a classic trophy or
That would be a really hard decision.
an AOY?
That would be a really hard decision. For the reason being is there's more notoriety and sponsorship opportunities that come with a classic trophy versus an AOY. But your AOY trophy is viewed as bigger by your peers, I guess is a good way to put it.
Eric Shane is not. He's in the Tacklewarehouse Tour and he's fishing all 9 opens. So
What was the question?
if you were fishing the elites this
Oh,
year.
no, sir. I wish I was.
He's got a mighty hefty travel schedule upon you this year.
Yeah, it was turned in to be a whole lot more than what I bargained for.
I missed that. So Tater won 2 points championship.
Again, who cares?
What did he win?
Who cares?
Okay.
It's Tater. Tater won the points championship on the original Lake Norman Winter Trail, and he also won the points championship on Jason Land's Foothills Marine Winter Trail.
Which equated to like $1,000 or something.
That's
No.
1,500.
Yeah, I think he got $2,500 for winning Chronister's deal.
Man,
So he's won some serious cabbage.
Angler of the Year.
Angler of the Year. River's on fire.
Probably is.
River's on fire. Thank you, Jack. We're trying.
All right. Well, I guess we're going to wrap this up.
One more thing. So I heard something happened at the Opens, and you helped somebody out, or I didn't hear all the story.
Oh, yeah. I just so happened to be sitting in my boat waiting on Gator to come so we could leave. And a guy asked me if I'd go pick up a co-angler, said he had a big bag. And I did, ran all the way back across Toho to the lock and picked up the co-angler and brought him back in, and he had one of them Florida donkeys. I don't know how big it wound up being. I think he missed big bass by 1 ounce.
Oh, man. That's
But the dude, I think he wound up finishing 3rd or 4th in the tournament. And, I don't really like to talk about stuff like that because I didn't know the guy from Adam's House Cat, but,
that's how I met you.
Hopefully, yeah, I went and got your broke down butt.
Lost my lower unit all the way down the dam, and I think you were like 4 points behind me in the points championship.
Something like that.
And you came and got me, and we beat him.
Yep. That's okay. I don't care. But, things like that, hopefully.
They come around.
You help out somebody, and hopefully if I'm ever in that situation, I hope somebody will be, gracious enough to help me.
It definitely comes around. All right. Well, let's get out of here.
Rusty
Let's
Hooks
go.
Live. Hooks may be rusty, but our points are always sharp.
We
Tune
will.
in next week for
Maybe
Brett Collins.
Maybe Brett Collins.
Maybe not. He hadn't commented since I asked him if he still had that stupid rule.
You and Brett. I'm thinking you and Brett need to get paired.
That's the real ladder match.
We're gonna have an arm wrestling match. Start it off.
What's that?
You and Brett.
No, we can't do it.
I'd hate to see you hurt his box arm.
Mm.
Hell, although he might fold you over the
I
table.
think you probably would.
People will be mad not getting their UPS packages.
Man. Yes, Tim Kelly, I will see you soon.
Oh, gosh.
All right.
We're
Tune in
gonna
next week.
We're gonna have a 1v1 showdown in the freezing cold. You can see what we do every weekend out here.
Oh, man.
Woo-wee.
Not
And,
me lately. I've been waking up in about 70 degrees.
Wishing you was out there freezing.
Oh man, wishing until I go outside with the dog. And man, them dudes are idiots.
Listen, I was regretting it this weekend.
Let's get out of here.
All right.
See you next week.
Thanks for watching, guys.